Another 3 political parties will launch their election manifestos today ahead of the general elections on the 29th of May. Supporters of the African Christian Democratic Party will be heading for Ellis Park in Johannesburg for the ACDP's manifesto launch. Let's now cross to our reporter, Dludla. Calvin, a very good morning. Thank you so much for joining us. Just take us through what's happening where you are.
Good morning to you, colleague, and good morning to the viewers at home. Yes, you are spot on. We're here live at Ellis Park Indoor Arena where the ACDP is launching their election manifesto. Remember, we are a few months away from the national elections. I'm not alone. I'm with the Deputy President of the ACDP, Mr. Wayne String. Mr. Wayne, thank you very much for your precious time. You are live on SABC 404. Thank you very much for your time. Tell us, why are we here?
Well, thank you. This is the launch of the ACDP Manifesto. But in addition to that, it is 30 years since the inception of the ACDP. So it's a double celebration. 30 years since the founding of the ACDP, founded by our president, the Reverend Dr. Kenneth Meshwe, who, by the way, also happens to celebrate his 70th birthday this year. So one could say it's a triple celebration for us. 70 years, 30 years that the ACDP has been in existence, as well as the launch of our manifesto. So the 30 years in existence, recall that many thought that the ACDP would not be able to manage the tough political terrain over the last 30 years. Many critics and skeptics right at the inception said that the ACDP wouldn't amount to much, but we've confounded our critics and our skeptics, and after 30 years of some very difficult political terrain, the ACDP is still in existence. Now we come to say to South Africans, we've been here for 30 years, we are launching our manifesto with the theme SOS. We're hearing the cry of South Africans across the country who are saying, ACDP, save us. ACDP, help us. And the ACDP is responding to this SOS. The SOS in terms of there's a lack of service, we're finding that there's no order, and the other S is security.
You've been launching manifestos ever since the dawn of democracy. You've been in parliament for so many years. What are you going to change now for the people of South Africa?
Well, as I said, the cry of South Africans has now reached a crescendo. People were very tolerant of the ruling party over many years, being the party that many would have said has delivered us from apartheid. Now people are saying apartheid is no longer an excuse. You've had 30 years in which to change this particular country, and rather than bring meaningful and positive change, what we are seeing is more poverty. What we are seeing is more unemployment. What we are seeing is more crime. And so the ACDP is addressing these key challenges that South Africans have brought to our attention. The President and I have meaningful discussions addressing South Africans every Tuesday, and they have come to us and they've said to us, enough is enough. We need the ACDP. South Africa needs the ACDP, and we are saying that to the voters, the ACDP needs your support in these elections.
I can see you are oozing confidence. You are so sure of what you are talking about. Then tell us, why are you so confident? Why do you think people of South Africa will actually vote for you? And my last question to you before I wrap, what do you think South Africa needs?
Well, the reason why we are oozing confidence is because being in a little bit of the political wilderness previous to 2014, where we've had just plus or minus 100,000 votes. Our votes grew by some almost 40% to over 140,000. And then that is in 2019. And now in 2021 local government elections, it grew again to over 200,000 votes. Now we are saying the tsunami, the ACDP tsunami is growing. We have structures in all 9 provinces. We have people from around the country descending here to Ellis Park to show South Africans that we are serious about governance, and we are serious about governing. The ACDP is the only political party that does not have any scandals. We have a clean track record, and South Africans can trust us. Your vote counts for the ACDP. We are depending on South Africans to give their vote to South Africa, to the ACDP, because we are the party that can be trusted.
Thank you very much for your time. For us is to wait and see.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Colleague in studio, that was the Deputy President of The ACDP telling us more of what to expect, and he is oozing confidence, saying that the tsunami, the ACDP is coming and they are willing to change people's life. For us as the SABC News team is to wait and see what will transpire. Back to you in studio.
All right, Calvin, great chatting to you. Thank you so much for your update. That was Calvin Dludla speaking to us at the Ellis Park indoor arena, where the ACDP will launch its manifesto later on today.